Hi, once again, this side, Charudua. Again, we are here. I hope you all are safe at your home. Today, we are going to take a revision lecture here. This is the lecture which you are going to take because this is your revision and what we have covered from last few days. That is, we going to. So, this is going to be the big lecture. So we just have a quick revision of the chapter that what we have gone through from the last few days or few weeks. So this is the first topic which we have covered, that was the economic and the non-economic activities, that every human being has a different type of needs. So activities जिसके अंदर purpose to earn money or to create a wealth or to earn the livelihood, that type of activities are basically called as the economic activities, and the activities in which we just to satisfy the social or psychological or emotional needs of particular thing, that is basically called as non-economic activities. If I would say that business is an economic activity, yes, because we the purpose is to sell, to exchange the goods and services in consideration for money. But in case of non-economic activity, if I would say the love, the sympathy, or if you are donating something as a charity, that is basically called as non-economic activities. So we have taken a certain example. People work in factories, cooking food in a restaurant, and a teacher teaching in a school. All these are economic activities because we are getting the money in return from that. Housewife, again, if she's a cooking a food for her family, that could not considered as an economic activities, because in return she will be not getting any money, she's been not going to be paid in return of that. So this is again second topic which we have covered, the concept of the business, that what actually the business means. So we have understood the business meaning is, that is basically that the purpose is to exchange the goods and services into consideration of money, or when the purpose or the motive of earning profits by satisfying the human needs, लोगों की needs को, society की needs को जब हम satisfy करते हैं goods और services को बेचकर, देकर, in that particular case we earn the profits. That is basically called as the concept of business. So then we studied about the what all the characteristics of business, that it's an economic activity. Yes, when there is a money consideration is related, that is considered to be as an activity. Then you have procurement of goods and services. Business means only that we need to produce, or either we need to procure the goods and services. Then the goods or services needs to be sold off, needs to be rendered services. Then business is not for only one day, that's always be on a continuity basis, regular basis. Profit earning is the main motive, uncertainty of return, and the element of risk will be going covered to the next topic also. So these are the characteristics that we have studied about the business, that what actually the mean of business and characteristics. Now, very important from the point of distinction between all of these, business, profession, and employment, that how these three are interrelated, or you can say that different from each other. Now, mode of establishment, yes, the business can easily be started just fulfilling the legal formalities. Profession, as we have discussed, that professional body, you need to have some qualification, some prescribed or defined qualification, and you need a certificate of professional from some professional body, then only you will become a professional. And employment means when a particular person works under a particular employer, that is basically called as employment. So the nature of work, that goods and services to the public, personalized services, work allotted, qualification, no minimum qualification, code of conduct, no ethics, no rules, rewards are profit, professional fees, salaries or wages. This is the just description. Already we have gone through with this, but still for again revision, because this particular chapter has not been carrying the much diagrammatic part. Otherwise I could have taken try to cover it through diagrammatic images also, so that you could have easily understood. But this topic is a very important distinction between business, profession and this. So this is the comparison of the example that how could I take the comparison of business, profession and employment. If I would take an example, business is your farming, your banking. If I'll talk about professional, that is your accounting, your CAs, your doctors. And if I'll talk about employment, workers and the employees. So for professional, everybody couldn't be a profession because हर एक कोई chartered accountant या doctor नहीं बन सकता unless and until आपने कोई prescribed qualification related to that particular profession नहीं ली हो या फिर आपने qualified exam ना clear किया हो, you wouldn't be able to become a professional. Unemployment, like we as the teachers are working with your institute, so yeah, Holy Child is our employer and we are the employees which are working over there. Now, next particular topic which we have taken into consideration was objectives of the business. That what is the need, what is the purpose, what is the objective of the business, that which has to be taken, which has to be said. So that is that business has multiple objectives. One is economic. Economic, you all very well know that the purpose is to earn profit, your market value, your goodwill. Innovation is something that creating a new ways, नए तरीके से काम करना, नए methods निकालना. Then you have optimum utilization of resources and improving productivity. Then you have social objectives. What does social objective basically mean? Social objectives is the objective which we are trying to fulfill towards the society. That is that we are gonna produce, we're gonna sell the good quality products and services. Again, we always being a society part, हमें हमेशा लोगों के employment की तरफ देखना चाहिए, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा employment opportunities देनी चाहिए. Then you have employee का welfare और उनकी services का बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान दें. And above all, the biggest social objective is that quality of goods and services should be reduced, and we have to give the goods and services at fair prices. Next here, it's a classification again of the business activities. The very long explanation, but we have covered it through, I have covered it, taken as a diagrammatic part, so you could have easily understood and have a revision as part that businesses are again of two, that is industry and commerce. Industries are further classified into three areas: primary, secondary and tertiary. Commerce is there with the trade and auxiliaries to trade. Primary are further subdivided to extractive and genetic. Secondary is manufacturing and construction. Tertiary is a service sector only. Internal trade and external trade are two types of trade: wholesaler, retail, import, export, interport. And auxiliaries to trade are the services which are actually being given support to the trade become a successful. Then you have manufacturing industries where there are analytical, synthetical, processing and assembly industries. Dear, this is a diagram because once you have the meaning of all these things, so you can very easily present this diagram by the way of classification of business activities. It could make you very easy to remember that what actually the following concepts mean. So this is some brief explanation that I've taken a 1 or 2 lines only, that primary industries are those which are extracted in the goods are being extracted by using the natural resources. Genetic, where the breeding of animals and vegetables are taken consideration. Secondary industries are the type of industries which are being actually converting your raw material into finished goods. That could be any analytical, processing, synthetic or assembly. Then you have construction industries, that are construction of building, dams, bridges, roads, tunnels and canals. Tertiary sector, the other name of tertiary is called as services sector, that the services which like your banking, your insurance, your warehousing, your storage, whatever the services we are giving to the trade sector, to the industry and the commerce, that is basically called as service industry. So very well, we have taken a deep explanation while the lectures. So this is a brief I have taken. Now what actually we studied about the commerce. Commerce are those activities which are concerned with transfer of goods and services from producer to consumers. How it embarrasses that we need to attainment of all the activities are being taken to so that there could be a free flow. बहुत easily हम लोग goods को producer जहाँ पर तैयार हुआ है और ultimate consumer जो उसको consume करना चाहता है वहाँ तक हम उस goods को पहुँच जाए. And the various functions which commerce are following towards this with the support of auxiliaries and trade, that insurance, banking, advertisement, commission, transportation and warehousing. Now, this is the topic, a very small topic, but somehow taken a due importance in the chapter number first, which is nature of business risk. That what are the risks? Risks are basically the losses, or we can say the company or the organization or any business or any enterprises when they are unable to generate the adequate profits in that particular case, that particular factor or determinant or element becomes as a risk for the business. So risk is an essential part because even it has been rightly said that higher risk, higher profits. Yes, profit is the reward for risk taking. कई बारी अगर हम ज़्यादा profits, if we are a good manager, if we are a dynamic कि मार्केट के हिसाब से हम लोग सब चीज़ों को स्टडी करके चलते हैं और उस केस में भी अगर हम रिस्क लेते हैं तो दैट कुड बी अ वेरी बेनिफिट फॉर अस, इवन प्रूव्स टू बी अ हायर प्रॉफिटेबल टू आवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो नेचर ऑफ रिस्क में कि रिस्क होता क्या है, डिग्री ऑफ रिस्क जो है वो डिपेंड करता है कि बिजनेस का साइज क्या है, नेचर क्या है. छोटा बिजनेस होगा तो छोटा टाइप के रिस्क होंगे, बड़ा बिजनेस होगा तो बड़ा टाइप के रिस्क होंगे. So it is the nature of the business risk we have studied. Now the next was the causes of business risk. That what actually the causes of the business risk. कि हमने business risk के कारण क्या हो सकते हैं. Yes, it could be a natural cause. For example, आपका company बहुत अच्छा चल रहा था, organization बहुत अच्छा चल रहा था, but there was some natural calamities कि flood आ गया, earthquake हो गया, volcanic eruptions हो गए. In that particular case, it is something beyond the control of the organization. So it become as a cause of the business risk. So second was the human causes. Human causes होता है बेटा कि आपकी कंपनी में किसी भी एम्प्लॉय ने हो सकता है डिसऑनेस्टी हो, स्ट्राइक्स हो गई हो अचानक से, मैनेजमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा एफिशिएंट ना रही हो, एम्प्लॉयज़ का बहुत नेग्लिजेंस हो, बहुत केयरलेसनेस हो काम के पार्ट पर. सो वो भी एक टाइप का रिस्क हो सकता है आपके बिजनेस के लिए. इसके बाद आता है बेटा हमारा इकोनॉमिक रिस्क कॉजेस. इकोनॉमिक कॉजेस होते हैं कि मार्केट में अगर कोई चेंज आ जाता है, जैसे मानो कि कस्टमर को पहले आपका प्रोडक्ट बहुत पसंद था, अब नहीं पसंद है, देयर टेस्ट प्रेफरेंसेस में चेंज हो सकता है. मार्केट में एकदम से ऑल ऑफ सडन देयर इज अ चेंज इन टेक्नोलॉजी, कोई नई टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई हो जिससे आपका प्रोडक्ट फेलियर हो गया हो. अगेन देयर इज अ चेंज इन मार्केट कंडीशन, डिमांड और प्राइजेस के अंदर कोई मेजर फ्लक्चुएशंस आ गए हो. फ्लक्चुएशन इज बेसिकली द वेरिएशंस व्हिच इज अप एंड डाउन इन द प्राइसेस, डिमांड एंड प्राइसेस. देन यू हैव फिजिकल कॉजेस. फिजिकल क्या होता है, अब आपके बिजनेस के लिए भी रिस्क है कि काम करते करते हो सकता है बॉयलर फट जाए, हो सकता है मशीनरीज खराब हो जाए जिसकी वजह से कभी डेथ भी हो सकती है, कोई डैमेज भी हो सकता है, कोई डिस्ट्रक्शन, कोई हेवी लॉसेस भी हो सकते हैं. So all these are nothing but caused as the causes of the business risk. So this is the initially what we have taken nature of business of risk. Now last topic which we have covered in this chapter, that if we want to set up a business, if we want to establish a business, then what we going to what are the various important factors we need to take into consideration while setting up of a business. So this is a quite journal beta, but we have to, because now you are being a commerce student and smart business entrepreneurs, very soon to be an entrepreneurs. So you need to take in into up high level information. So size of business matters, that what size you want to set up your business. You want to set up a small or you want to set up a large scale business. Then you have to decide the choice of form of business organization कि आपने अकेले काम करना है, sole proprietor, और आपने कोई पार्टनरशिप फर्म खोलनी है या आपने कोई कंपनी खोलनी है. देन यू हैव लोकेशन, आपको अपना बिजनेस खोलना कहाँ है. बिकॉज बेटा देखो, बिजनेस ऐसा नहीं है कि कहीं पर भी जाकर आप खोलोगे. नो, यू नीड टू एनालाइज, यू नीड टू वैल्यूएट वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ फैक्टर्स कि आपके पास जहाँ पर भी आप बिजनेस खोलना चाह रहे हो वहाँ पे प्रॉपर रॉ मटेरियल की अवेलेबिलिटी ईजी होनी चाहिए, पावर, आपका इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, बैंकिंग फैसिलिटीज, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, दैट शुड बी वेरी इजीली सो दैट इट कुड बी इजीली लोकेटेड एंड यूज्ड. देन यू आर फाइनेंशियल रिक्वायरमेंट. फाइनेंशियल होती है बेटा पैसे की रिक्वायरमेंट. तो बिजनेसमैन को हमेशा ये एनालाइज करना चाहिए कि उसको कितना कैपिटल, कितना पैसा चाहिए उसको बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करने के लिए. स्टार्टअप का मतलब होता है कि कौन कौन से फिक्स असेट्स, जो उसे असेट्स खरीदने हैं उसके लिए उसे कितना प्रॉपर फंड्स चाहिए. दैट हैज टू बी डिटरमाइंड प्रॉपरली बाय द बिजनेसमैन. एंड देन फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज. फिजिकल फैसिलिटीज होती हैं बेटा that what type of machinery, equipment, buildings, that all has to be taken care. Yes, next coming is plant layout. The other name of plant layout is called, I would say, that the draft. जब हम किसी, देखो बेटा, जब हमारा घर बनता है तो हम लोग ड्राइंग बनाते हैं ना, आर्किटेक्ट फ्रेम्स अ ड्राइंग दैट दिस कुड बी योर वॉशरूम, देयर इज अ बेडरूम, देयर वुड बी अ डाइनिंग. सो दिस इज द प्लांट लेआउट. मीन्स कि आपके पूरे प्लांट का लेआउट बनाया जाएगा कि मशीनरीज कहाँ रखी जाएंगी, प्रोडक्शन कहाँ होंगे, सारे इक्विपमेंट्स कहाँ होंगे, प्रोडक्ट कहाँ प्रोड्यूस होगा, ऑफिस ब्लॉक कहाँ पर होगा. दैट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड एज प्लांट लेआउट. Then you have competent and committed workforce. Now this is a second which in which you need to take care कि आपको बहुत ही talented, qualified और well experienced people, well experienced employees, well experienced manpower अपने organization में hire करनी है, अपने business में लेनी है. Even if you are going for a partnership firm, you need to have a skilled partner. अब आपको ये determination मतलब calculate करना है कि आपको कितनी workforce चाहिए और कितनी स्किल्ड चाहिए और कितनी अनस्किल्ड चाहिए. स्किल्ड मीन्स क्वालिफाइड एज पर द रिक्वायर्ड स्पेसिफिकेशंस, और अनस्किल्ड मतलब वर्कर्स या लेबरर, जो नीचे के लोग काम करने वाले होते हैं वो. Then being a businessman, you have to plan your tax, because this is an important legal law, as per legal, that we have to give to tax to the government, and which would affect the functioning of the business. So tax की planning भी आपको initially करके चलनी है, because when you estimate the profits, you have to estimate the tax percentages also. Then setting up of the enterprise. After analyzing और ये सारे points को carefully study करने के बाद, you would have to mobilize, you would have to use the resources properly and would start the establishment of your business. So this is the few topics which we covered in the chapter number 1. This is your first chapter, beta. The chapter is not as big, but you need to understand very deeply. Initially, the lectures which I have shared, you can take it support from that, and this is the new supporting notes will be for you, in which you can take an help. Now at last, these are the few important questions from the examination and from NCERT point of which, on which you have to write it down in your notebooks. Short questions carries 3 to 4 marks, so I would expect that you would write it down as per 3 or 4 marks question. So, and next is the long questions. Characteristics of business, compare business with profession and employment, example the various types of business, trade, auxiliaries, why business need multiple objectives. Basically, this is the covering of all the chapters, which is whole chapter, whole topics, whole concept